Good morning. As you can see, we've moved again. So today we are in the field house. Last night I moved from the dance studio. I moved down to the music studio. There's a group that's here doing a dance performance on Friday and Saturday this weekend in the theater. But I moved out so that they could use the space for the next couple days and start getting ready. And yeah, and it's time for me to kind of dive into some recording stuff too. So the music studio is probably the best place to be for that as far as getting good acoustics. The only thing is visually, right now in the morning, it's kind of dark in there, and I was like, oh, I've been enjoying doing the morning coffee times with some nature in the background, the big windows. So I moved over here to the field house just to shoot acoustic coffee time, and then I will go back over there after this and start setting up the music studio so I can get to work today. So we're gonna dive right back into the story. We've only got maybe 2 of these left, and we will have done the whole thing, right? So thank y'all for hanging out with me as we go through these. Let me kind of run through it too. Whew. Okay. Getting my focus. So let's just go ahead. Let's dive right in. We're going to pick up where we left off. The journey had been long, and her body ached, and her soul was tired. In the distance, she heard the crashing waves and the swells from the coastal winds. Inside her pocket, she felt the stone radiating with a heat and an energy that was so strong it felt as if it were vibrating from within. It was calling to its source. And as she made her way to the ocean shore, the source began to answer. She laid down on the sandy beach and looked out over the waters rolling across the horizon. The last hours of moonlight touching the tips of the waves at each crest, dancing and shimmering as they illuminated fragments of the darkened horizon line. She closed her eyes and let the melodies of the winds and the waters take over her. Lay your burdens down. Just lay your burdens down. Just lay your burdens down. At your feet. No need to question why. No need to say goodbye. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. You've got the power. You've got a light. Then breathe. It's a brand new day. 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 Just wait till the morning light. Everything is gonna be alright. And breathe. One of those notes. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Ooh, just let it flow. Stop trying to control and learn to let it go and flow. Can you feel? Oh, can you feel? Oh, can you feel? Can you feel? Just below the surface, underneath the skin, and breathe. Whew. I need to be doing teas in the morning, right? Follow me into the mountain. Follow me into the sea. Follow me into the river of your soul till you learn to let it go. Learn to just let it be. Follow me into the mountain. Follow me into the sea. Follow me into the river of your soul till you learn to let it go. Learn to just let it be. Speak your peace. Speak your peace and breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. You've got power. You've got a light. You've got power. You've got a light and breathe. Maybe that song was enough warm up that I'll be able to do this one. Okay, here we go. As the colors of the sky began to shift and change, the girl knelt upon the sands and placed the stone in front of her. The ocean's waters were pink with the reflection from the sky as the fish jumped into light with the first rays of the morning sun. The birds called to one another while looking to see what the evening's tides had left on shore. There's my chords. Dragonflies danced through the dunes, and the flowers that bloom were beginning to open their petals to bask in the light. A bright blue butterfly had returned and landed on the stone in front of her, while the sands... Let me do this sentence right. Here we go. A bright blue butterfly had returned and landed on the stone in front of her, while the sounds of the morning created a symphony so beautiful that it brought tears to her eyes. She was finally beginning to understand. Y'all, audiobook reading is hard. Just saying. Like, it's easy, but it's also kind of hard. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. Back into the zone, right? Back into the zone. Daily paying homage to dawn, the time between night and day, the sun and the moon sharing space and time with one another, in balance before switching roles. The reminder of faith and the space that she holds, a bringer of hope. Each day brings new life, new love. Souls don't know days. There's place in vessels and flowing their way. When a current is steady and the night starts to fade, from darkness to day, hold me close. In this moment we're one and the same. I choose you. I choose you. Souls don't know time. They exist in the moment. They exist without rhyme or reason. No beginning or in changing forms, just a change once again. Drawn back to the source. Time means nothing if you're staying the course. Now I choose you. I choose you. Choose a life full of love and a life full of peace, of encouraging words, abundance and ease, a life full of laughter, wisdom and growth. We are the architects and I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. I choose There's times in life where we hit breaking points. Sometimes they're catastrophic, an undeniable moment of unleashed chaos with repercussions we know we'll feel for years to come. Others aren't as noticeable, a montage of years' worth of smaller, almost unidentifiable moments that build over time into a thick fog or haze that is constantly hanging over us, clouding our judgments, blocking out any light of hope, distorting our views. While we can still see ourselves, it's almost impossible to see who we could be. Our potential, our dreams, our passions, laying dormant within. Then one day something happens. It's as if something in our mind wakes up and says, no more. We walk away from situations, substances, addictions, away from a life that we knew to wander into the unknown. The haze lifts, allowing the light to flood in. We see infinite possibilities. We feel free. But soon the light will illuminate problems that have been hiding in the shadows, living under the cloak of another name. At some point, we have to address not just the symptoms, but the cause. The roots that have been growing below the surface. Addictions will swap out one substance for another unless we address the issue of addiction itself. We can change our perspective. We can change how we respond. But at some point, we still have to look within and take into account which parts of ourselves need growth and which parts need to be released, because they are no longer serving who we are becoming. What is cutting us off from love? Cause we're worthy of love, and we're worthy of peace, of encouraging words, abundance and ease, a life full of laughter, wisdom and growth. We are the architects. Cause you're worthy of love, and you're worthy of peace, of encouraging words, abundance and ease, a life full of laughter, wisdom and growth. We are the architects, and I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. We are the architects. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. I think that is a good stopping point for today. Yes, that is. And the next one will be our closing one. It will finish out the book. So yesterday before I left the studio, I shot 3 videos where I set the phone up. I kind of came in from the phone and I sang the songs. And then I went and I set the loop on the guitar and sat down with the bowls and the looper, and I figured out all my my vocal harmonies and little things. So the song I just did, actually the 2 songs I did today, and then the last song I did yesterday were the 3 that I made videos for. And so I think I'll probably post those. I was watching them last night. I was like, I don't know whether these are going to be things people like. Is this interesting, or is this going to be like a weird? I don't know. I think people will like it. If you like my music, you'll like it. You know, I don't know if the world. We'll see about the world. With loops, you know, it takes a second. So it's not like I do it in a minute. And so it's got to be people that are willing to actually sit down for 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, and watch a song be built, you know? So, okay. I am going to go start setting up the studio. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And like I said, we've got the next video I think, will be the closing of the album. The closing of the book. So, yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out, and I'm I'm looking forward to seeing y'all with the rest of it soon. And you might get a bonus video today later, at least on YouTube, maybe on the other ones too, that is kind of a behind the scenes with some of the looping from the studio yesterday. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out, and I might close this. I hung out with the turtle again yesterday, and it was so much fun. He's cracking me up. Normally, they like kind of stay away from me, but this one, he just don't care. He don't care at all. So like, I show up, I'm like, hey, buddy, and he's like, bleh, you know. He's like, whatever. I am trying to eat, and like, but I took a little photo with him yesterday, and it's so funny. It was almost like he posed. He gave me like 2 seconds of like 2 or 3 little faces, like, and then he's like, okay, I'm done, I gotta go. And I captured that moment with it was like on live photo, so it's like him like, and then I'm done with you, it's time to eat. So I'm gonna close this video with that. Okay, y'all have a wonderful day. See you later. Go share some love.